Happens. Cool. All right. Let's see. All right. What do we do here? Oh yeah, that's right. Here we go.
Hello, I'm Holly Russell, Director of Production for This Week Health. Throughout the past year, we've been able to capture over 200 interviews, from news days to keynotes to town hall. These candid conversations are chock full of innovations, wisdom, and solutions surrounding the intricacies of healthcare. However, some really candid moments, didn't quite make it to the final product. Today, we're flipping back the curtain and showcasing some silly moments that never made it past the cutting room floor. Sit back and enjoy these behind-the-scenes bloopers of Bill Russell, the host of This Week Health.
Let me start one more time. See, this is not live. The team's going to cut this out, and they're going to laugh at me. Actually, what my team has started to do is to take my my bloopers, and they're making a blooper reel of me for the end of the year. They think it's going to be funny. I'm not sure it's going to be funny, but it'll be interesting nonetheless. You know, I was doing a little research on you. I was doing that stalking thing on the internet. I just went to LinkedIn. I didn't really stalk you. If we're not doing autonomous driving in 25 years, I will be the most disappointed person on this planet. What could possibly go wrong?
Sometimes the record button starts, but the brain takes a second to catch up. Here are some of Bill's episode intros that didn't make the cut.
Started so that we don't miss any more of these priceless moments. If you say anything crazy, we could just edit it out later.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to say anything crazy, but every now and then a CIO will say something crazy, and you just never know. I know not to ask you about your security posture. Could you please list the technologies that you're using? You know, I just know not to ask those questions. We make a mistake, and we come back and we can edit. You know what happens? We end up saying all the really cool stuff before we get on the air. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, we should have hit record. This is, you guys are doing, we are going to get to the news at some point, but we really have to delve into this. By the way, welcome to the show. All right. As my phone starts to ring. All right, here we are for another This Week Health News Day. No, it's not News Day. Let me start again. All right, here we are, This Week Health. We are here for another keynote episode. I'm excited to be joined by Alistair Erskine, CIO, doctor from Emory Healthcare. Alistair, welcome to the show.
Hi, Bill. How's it going?
Good. I even got your title wrong. It's Chief Information Officer and Chief Digital Officer. Wow, and he dropped off already.
I think we lost him.
He was so offended.
That's right. He was so upset that the title was not quite correct that he left us.
I feel bad. Here we go.
Promise I'll stop fiddling with my screen. I just
assume I offended you by not giving you your proper title and whatnot. I'm like, wow, that classifies as the shortest interview I've ever done.
That's right. That'll go in the blooper reel.
It probably will. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
I don't remember how to hit stop. Let's see. Stop.
Though these conversations typically center around healthcare technology, some moments, be they anecdotes or friendly chit-chat, deviate from that topic. Here are some highlights of Bill's silly musings.
My wife and I lived in New Hampshire for a year when we were first married, and we used to drive down to Portsmouth. You can get lobster literally right off the boats, and take them home and have just wonderful Maine lobster there. I don't know if it's Maine or New Hampshire lobster, but it was called Maine lobster, and it was just fantastic. I just hired a personal trainer I'm meeting with on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 a.m., 3 days a week. So you're seeing this is one day in. Does it look different?
No.
Sometimes it's just somebody saying, no, you can do it. And Sarah did that with my daughter. And so she works for me, and she called me up and said, hey, we need to have a conversation. I believe my role is worth more money than what you're paying me. I believe, and she had this PowerPoint presentation, and I just want to thank you publicly, Sarah, for getting my daughter such a significant pay increase, of course, from my organization. I am right now logging into my United Healthcare portal.
Oh no. Oh, no. You're not going to show us a screenshot, are you?
Share screen.
No, but they have updated their terms of service, which I'm going to go ahead and click. I understand. And I know I do not understand. And we're going to start with by the way, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I'm so in a hurry to get to the stories that I don't welcome my guests. This is my wife would be really not happy with me. How do we look?
Stunning.
As usual.
All right. My daughter took my Tesla for her driver's test, and then she didn't pass her driver's test, and she cursed me for having her take that car. She goes, for example, where's the emergency brake? I'm like, there is no emergency brake. It just automatically goes into the emergency brake. She goes, well, that would have been good to know.
It's been way too long since I talked to you. It's been what, maybe 48 hours? I don't know.
48 hours. I love the fact that you still have the master shirt on, still rubbing it in for me.
I wore for you.
My daughter, by the way, went to Baylor for 3 years. They had a women's basketball championship. They had a men's basketball championship, and they had a Sugar Bowl victory. She graduated in 3 years. She goes, well, that's pretty normal, isn't it? I'm like, no. Hopefully the Cardinals can rebound sometime soon, but I don't know. Maybe we'll talk next year, and we'll be talking about a pennant run. Who knows?
There you go. Highly likely in the next 5 years.
In the next 5 years. It's funny how much they feel like they know you and you've never met them. But
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you have a couple kids, and you know, your company has that dog, Captain, and you have, you know, and they just know so much because we're just
You must, I can't imagine. You must get it a lot because you reveal a lot in the interview process, the way that you do interviews, the things that you talk about. You do let a lot of stuff out. So
Are you saying I overshare? So 4 healthcare moves from Microsoft. This was posted 2 hours ago. So you had no chance to read it. I love this. I'm like, it's like a quiz at the end of the day. You ready?
We were pregnant during COVID, so we did several of our checkups for that way. I mean,
are you going to announce that you delivered your baby via telehealth? I'm going to stay with software. I feel like I'm playing Jeopardy. Software for 100.
I'm sorry, can you hear my dog whining in the background?
Yes, it's perfect. It shows that we are, you know, a remote workforce, and it works just fine. I have a lot more gray hair. Your hair is not nearly as gray. And I'm thinking by the time the Terminator robot comes to take me out, I'm going to be pretty old. There's a 3-part series on Arnold Schwarzenegger on Netflix, I think it was. And it's worth watching because the guy is fascinating. I don't know, whatever you think of his politics and whatever, but he has had 3 lives, Mr. Universe, and then he was the actor, the leading actor, and then he was the governor, and he's had 3 lives. But it's just fascinating in that story how oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens on a podcast. Brief question for each of you.
Well, I'm glad that he's frozen and not
Yeah.
us.
I'm curious if so that was me pontificating for a while. If you'd like to pontificate for a while, please go ahead.
What was the most trending topic of 2023 episodes? Can you guess? Here are some of the favorite jokes and commentary about ChatGPT and AI.
We are actually giving $1 to Alex's Lemonade Stand for childhood cancer when the word ChatGPT or generative AI are mentioned. So I just wanted to mention them at least twice so that there would be some money given, because
Chat, GPT.
Tech isn't, the answer to everything.
Daniel, ChatGPT answers all things now. I saw a video yesterday where a doctor asked ChatGPT how to deliver a baby, and then it came out, and the doctor was just looking at it going, man, I hope no one reads this and says, okay, I think I can do this. I think I can deliver the baby. Last question on AI. I think it'll be the last question on AI. Who knows? We have a fundraiser with Alex's Lemonade Stand for childhood cancer, and every time the word generative AI is said on our show, we put $1 towards.
Okay. All right. So they're up to about $1 million in donations.
We're going to talk generative AI. We haven't done an episode of any show for the last, since January that we haven't talked about generative AI. We haven't talked about these things.
I think, just the whole buzz of Chat GPT and generative AI.
Thank you for raising $1 for childhood cancer. We decided early on in this that every time GPT-4 got mentioned on the show, that we were going to put another $1 towards Alex's lemonade stand. And
Oh, that's
cancer.
awesome. Good.
And
Chat GPT.
Yeah, I know. There we go.
We'll have to come back and see how many of your predictions come true.
Well, I got them all from ChatGPT, so they should all be awesome.
We hope you enjoyed some of these silly moments from the past year. We are so thankful for all of you who have joined us on this journey. None of this would be possible without you. From our hosts to our guests to our viewers, we are beyond grateful for the support we've received, and we hope to continue to be your stop for healthcare connections. That's all for now. See you next year.
How long was that? 20. Oh, was it 20? I'm sorry. It was meant to be 15, but.
Oh, that's okay.